Back at it again here, guys. So I was wrong with the prop. You have to take the spinner cone off. I thought it actually just slid on there and locked, but no. What you have to do is you take the prop off. Of course, any hobbyist would have known this. See, it's got that backing plate and then that lock pin that squeezes it onto the shaft. So that you put that on first. This shaft, you'll slide it on there on the front of the airplane here, all the way to where it pushes up against the back, and then you put your backing plate on, and then you'll put your prop on, of course. Where would you be without a propeller? And then your lock nut. So then you'll tighten this down pretty snug, but not too tight. And then the spinner, of course, the spinner just sits on there and then held on by a screw, which is right here. Okay. So we'll go over the landing gear. It's got this little cross hatch here that holds it together, holds the springs. That was a little finicky getting on there. There are little grooves in there where those wires go in, and then you got to hold it and stick the two screws, as you can see there. That's the only difficult part. The tail, well, it went together pretty easily. So it only had two screws, one here and one on this side. So you'll slide the horizontal stabilizer on there. It just slides in. First you put your rod in there, and I got the lightweight rod, and then so as it goes on there, then you'll connect your little connector here on this side and one on that side. That's for the lights. And then you connect your push rod for your elevator, your control, and then you just put your screws in. So it's easy to disassemble this, to take it apart if you want to switch it out to the heavier tail spar. This is for the aerobatics, so it's tail heavy, so you can do the hovering. When you hover it, you know, like this. That's what that metal one, they give you a metal one and they give you a lighter one. Now the wing only came with this, so I'm going to go ahead and put the wing together, and then I'll hook up my radio. I don't have the DSX radio. I don't have that one. I should have bought it, but I bought a FlySky 6 because I'm pretty experienced. I'm not a beginner, so I don't need that safe select on mine. So we got the wing here, and of course everything's kind of marked here. You know, your lights, ailerons, flaps. We'll put our fiberglass rod in here, slide it in until it stops. It'll come to a stop, and then we'll set the airplane out of the way here. Okay, so we have our wings here. Slide it in there. Wiggle, wiggle. Get the wires out of the way. Okay. Now you can glue these together, like if you want to use a little bit of Gorilla Glue or epoxy, but I wouldn't glue them. They don't need to be glued together. You know, like I said. Now these wings are actually quite heavy. Wow, the weight of the wings is quite heavy compared to that fuselage. It's probably, if not equal or greater. I'll have to weigh it. I have a scale. So I'm going to weigh the wings, and I'm going to weigh the airplane to see what it weighs. So I'm gonna grab the scale and we're gonna weigh it and see what the comparison is between the two. Okay, so I have my scale here and I have it zeroed out. What I'm gonna do is stand it